Okay then. Okay then. So this is my mini recording, well, my little recording of some sort of character work we can do, not only to fill out time, but also to help us out in the future. I'm gonna be right here. So hey, listen. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. So yeah. I'm recording a little bit. So yeah. Basically. So I'm Davenport. I feel like I'm a superior officer of some kind. But when I saw the play, well, when I saw parts of the play on YouTube, he walked more comfortably than usual. But I haven't seen the movie or too much of the play to the point where he feel like, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to figure out like how I should walk and stand or whatnot. So obviously I got the script on me, and obviously I got the script on me. I'm trying to figure out how to talk and how I would move and whatnot, but I'm moving with like a cadence because everybody has a cadence, and I'm pretty sure Davenport does too. And it will make sense because not only he's the main character, but he's also trying to figure something out, and he's in the freaking army, in the military. He's not in segregation times, but like really, really racist times. So of course he will have a cadence to help deal with that, and also it's because it's discipline. So I want to show how disciplined he is. So we're figuring things out. Do that as well. Mind you, Jackson's coming soon. Let's see. So hold on, let me see. And don't mind whoever's in the background, they're also rehearsing. He had a paper in his hand, so like imagine. Imagine this ball was a piece of paper, somewhat, right? Okay. I don't know. I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, my bad. Yeah. Yeah, matter of fact, let's just try to figure out the blocking here. So, yeah, let's just, this is gonna be harder than I thought. All right. Hold on, don't say that. Maybe a final exam, but listen. Who hasn't had a final exam? We got this. Hold on. Let me see. So, get your... Moving this whole desk. No, I'm not saying that desk. This is the table. Moving this whole table. All right. And we're looking that way. And yes. The table we're going to use is circular, but let's just say, for the sake of argument, for the sake of table, this table's like this. All right. Am I impeding y'all?
No, we're just. Are you already recording the podcast?
Well, he told me to record and do some character work and actually figure some stuff out for our scene. He was going to come soon. So, yeah. Yeah. So let's see. I'm getting sticky. It's getting sticky. Oh. It's getting sticky. It's getting sticky. If only we can have it right here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Hang on. So, as the other part of the video had mentioned, table in the middle, 2 chairs on the side. Now imagine this table was circular, but it'd be all right. Imagine a table was circular. Then, given the context clues in the script, I, Davenport, will come in. I come in first. Ask for Captain Taylor Jackson, and then I would come over here. Since the entrance is from over here, I would come behind this table, look around, ask where the captain is, and he would come over here, and then he would start out, and he started his line, and the couch was like right here, right with that guy, the couch is right here, and he would sit down, exhausted, exasperated, or whatever, telling me his part of the story and how his part of the investigation, telling me to drop the investigation. It's going to be right here. Then, soon, we'll have and then throughout that little conversation, we'll have motivation to sit right here and right here. We haven't figured out who sat where yet, but since the couch over there, I imagine Jackson would sit here as Captain Taylor, now sit here as Captain Davenport. I don't know his name. But listen, that's what it is. All right. And I do notice that it's not in this. It's gonna look sideways. It's gonna look really sideways, and I'm not sure. You ain't gonna like that. But it's gonna be sideways. All right. So I'm gonna put it in a way so that way the majority of the horizontal part would be. You would look at it normally, and then you look at it normally, right? And then the vertical part would actually be sideways. It's vertical, but it's actually sideways. So, yeah. And it's not like that for the entire video. And I have an iPhone which can record a lot, but it can't store a lot. And I'm still waiting for Jackson. All right. Also, for the sake of literally anything, I have to make sure. No, not for the sake of literally anything. For the sake of my character, I have to sound assertive. Like commanding but respectful. Like commanding but respectful. He's trying to figure something out. But he's in the army, so he's disciplined. Not trying to say anything to, get him kicked out. But he's so passionate, he might do something that'll get him kicked out. Something like that. All right? Now listen. Also, you have to take the brains on here, right? I am trying to figure out something in that investigation. I'm trying to figure out who killed who. Like who killed Waters in the play. Find out it's Peterson. But I don't know that. And Davenport does not know that. And neither does Taylor. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know if he does or does not. But for now, we don't know that. All right? So, we're going to build around that. So we gotta imagine we gotta figure out who did this, why they did it, and I'm gonna get justice for them because we're in the government. All right? It's gonna be like one of those detective shows. All right? It's gonna be like one of those detective shows where there's 2 people trying to figure out what happened to the third person because the third person is dead and the fourth person had actually did it, and the fourth person that actually did it to this person, and these two people are discussing who did it to this person. All right, and that's what it is. That's what it will be. As soon as Jackson come back, God, dang, that brother's taking a while. All right. So yeah. Once again, if I didn't explain that right, if I did not explain that right, messed up. So, once again, once again, other part of the video, this, I think this is wood, this giant plastic structure, which I have no idea what it is going to be a shelf inside an office. All right? A shelf inside an office. Now, I assume Brad's going to use this for later. So this right here is going to be behind me. Going to be behind me, as I said earlier. And set up. Right here. Set up right here, like this. Yes. Right here, like this. Turn it towards the audience, so that way if I grab something, I grab something needed. Yeah. And then we enter from this way. So that it will make more sense. Yes, we enter from this way. I come in first. I bring out here. I call the captain. I call him out again. And he comes out here. And he sits on the couch. And he gets motivation to sit right here. And let's stay right here. And then we have the majority of the scene talk to each other right here. And throughout that major conversation that's taking place between 2 or 3 pages of dialogue, one of us or both of us will have the will and the motivation to get up, because it's getting a little more tense because we're figuring out the clues to this puzzle throughout the scene. Well, not we, the characters. Well, we and the characters. Audience and all. Alright? So, and I've read apparently Davenport has a stack of paper, well not a stack of papers, like a pamphlet, or maybe like a stack of statement papers, but like, like an average size stack of statement papers, like maybe like 7 to 8 pages, maybe like 23 pages, but not too many pages. So like enough pages for it to be like, okay, this dude has some pages in his hand. And then I hold this, put it down, put it down. Now when I stand up, I grab it again. Well, if and when I stand up, I grab it again. All right? And that's what is going to happen. That is what's going to happen. Now that's for Taylor. Taylor. Captain Taylor. Captain Taylor is going to be, if he's sitting here, right? I'm thinking, without Jackson here, I'm thinking that so that way he won't move for no reason. Oh, there you go. One recording. 2, what happened?
I logged in to log into like 3 different computers because they just wanted me back to the burner.
Ow. That sucks.
Yeah. Anyway, we have a table here. Table.
Yeah.
High recording.
Yeah, I explained that. And so I was just saying, thinking right here, as if Jackson was not here. As if Jackson was not here. But this is your character. I was thinking, right? This is we come over here, and the sofa's right here, and we sit down right here, and tell me what to tell me, right? But that, the way you sit, sit down. So the way you would like sit down right here for no reason, you kind of move around and tell me what it is, and then we talk about it, right? Or maybe we do that a little later throughout the scene. I'm just thinking you would like walk around somewhere around the table. So that way we use more of the space. Okay. And so yeah, so that way you get like move with a purpose, but we're over here talking sometime throughout here. So like throughout the middle, or maybe like the beginning of the middle, or like the middle beginning to the end. Or like the middle and the beginning of the end. You know? Yeah.
I gotta find something. This is gonna be the stack of papers that I hand you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now that I have returned, would you like to do a run through?
Yes.